65 years old. I was born February 17, 1941.
I am Clara Byler, and I was born July the 9th, 1929, a Depression baby, and I'm 77 years old.
I'm Liz. I'm 83. I was born in 1922. My birthday is December 28th, 1922.
I'm Esther. My birth date is November 21st, 1926. I'm Esther Yoder, and that's pretty peculiar, and that's pretty neat.
It's written down, providing hospitality, sending cards and letters, and I do enjoy all three of those things. I also like to read, although here again, since I found out that I have AMD, I don't get the joy out of reading, which was always the #1 hobby. But larger letters, they do have larger reading, and that helps a lot.
One of the #1 things that comes up for me is reading. I do like that. I'm in a Scrabble group. I was asked to join a group of, I think there's 7 of us. Play once a week, and I like that very much. And another thing that I would class as recreation and a hobby is being in a walking group, which I have been in probably for about 13 years.
I used to do a lot of crocheting. I enjoyed that years back and made Afghans like, well, I just like to do it.
And along with sewing, you like that
I
too.
liked sewing,
Mhm.
but well, as for me having hobbies, that's sort of in the past, because when you don't have eyes, you can't do anything that you used to do.
Now I get to do some things too in life, like plant seeds and flowers and enjoy the reaping of them. I also like to work in the garden. I enjoy planting the plants we buy in the spring and then getting in the produce. And it's so nice to have sisters in the house who will take care of the produce after I bring them in. And I also enjoy working with children, and I'm trying to think, where did my love for children begin? Probably with the nieces and nephews. That was one of the greatest joys when there was a new baby. And then working at the day school also helped me to love children and enjoy them.
Well, this thing of hospitality, very definitely, I feel my parents modeled it for me. Very definitely so. Well, I like to visit, make them feel at home. I like to drink coffee, serve food. And then being married to a man that became a minister, if you're not given to hospitality, you're going to have a hard time, because I cooked many meals and I enjoyed it.
Well, I think it started way back. Dad was a good one on bringing people around. They ended up being friends all through their life.
And we could always feel free to bring friends home. And it seemed like everybody joined in to make them feel comfortable and make them that way.
Well, I just like when they come and listen to their stories. Sometimes share a little bit of what I like to do.
Leona, you like to take them to your flower garden and show them your flowers.
So many of them
They
are
are so
interested,
beautiful.
But a lot of people don't have time to walk out there, so I don't press them anymore. Some of the people that came into our home, one would be Zoltán Sarah, the Hungarian, and we will never forget him. He worked at the day school, and his question to me was about this John that he had gone to a Bible class with on Tuesday nights, and he said this man passed away and I never found out about it until later, and would I know who this man is? And I said, I think it's my father. And he said that brings heaven closer to him, and I invited him out to the house and to church. We invited him, and ever after that he was our friend, including everyone, I think.
Mm-hmm. Ann Lammers, I believe I met through the thrift shop. She was born in Germany. She is somewhat like a sister to me. I like her very, very much.
And I think of Wilfred Vanderwally. He was from Belgium. He came to pick up brown eggs. There was a sign, eggs for sale. No, we didn't have brown eggs, but he came into the house and we had, I think it was a Saturday evening, we had apple pie. Would you like a piece of pie? Well, of course he would. Pie and coffee. And that was the beginning of a friendship, too.
It appears in this thing of friendship, like it's often what our friends become those who maybe are classed at times like the down and outers or the different people. And when we learn to know those people, they are absolutely jewels and become so precious in our family.
And the people that we've met by having them in our home were a blessing and have blessed our lives in many ways.
Thanksgiving is usually a big event, the big Yoder family gathering of the year.
It's a lot of socialization, good food. I certainly like that. I like to help make it.
There are people we don't see very often. I like when they all come, but I'm thankful for the ones that come, and we just, it's
The ones that
the
want to
day
come.
we interact, and we have some friends that probably will be there. And a friend that I didn't mention was Brian Supancic. Brian's parents were good friends of ours. Both have died, but Brian continues to be our friend.
And I am thankful for the family that I grew up in. My brothers and sisters, for mom and dad, nieces and nephews, I can say I am proud of all of them and I love all of them.
But I thank God very much for our family, for my parents, and like one said, the nieces and nephews, and for my grandchildren.
I never had children. Those nieces and nephews become like your own
And
children.
For the extended family, I'm very grateful.
I think the older we get, maybe the more we realize that we want to grow in these different areas that you have mentioned here, and I hope I would still be growing in those areas.
Emotionally, yes. Spiritually and intellectually. I would hope that I'm still doing that. It's my desire.
And I think becoming older in life, it is a good experience, really. I don't always want to think that I want to be 10, 20 years younger than I am, because I am where I am, and I want to make the best of my years as I am growing older.
We don't see ourselves at all as perfect in any sense, but we do want to keep growing spiritually, intellectually.
And for me, one thing that I tell the Lord, well, you know I have bad eyes, and it's hard for me to read. I hope you understand.
I think he does. I want to have it a positive thing. I think as I'm growing older, at times I don't feel like I'm this old, and Henry will say, "Clara, you're not that young." And I realize it, that I can't do all the things that I used to do. Sometimes you hear people just lament about getting older and things are just bad and stuff like that. And I don't like to take that attitude. I'm thankful for each morning that I'm able to get up and be well again. Don't forget what you're here for.